All right, guys, I am back. And I know I mentioned in the last video that we have some mistakes that we need to fix. And what those mistakes are is when I was using the Fabri-Tac to put this down, do you see how it kind of pulled some of the color out as Fabri-Tac does? It removes nail polish, it removes all kinds of stuff. So I've been thinking long and hard, what are we going to do to fix that? And I think what I'm going to do is do silver around the edges like we've done like the gold and stuff around. And then the other thing we need to do is actually adhere. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this down and put it on here. And it's going to have to be almost exact to cover those up. So what I need to do is kind of get a rough measurement of what this is, like the width, because I can't cut it down anymore. If I do, then I'm going to end up getting some of this like Random House or this Test Sharp or something like that in there. So I'm mostly interested in the width at this particular moment. So I think if I do it 1.25 inches, we'll cut it down to 1.25 inches and we'll see how that works. And then I think for the most part, since I already did the inside, oops, my room is such a mess. It literally looks like bombs have exploded in like piles everywhere. So I know I said in the last video, I'm going to finish up this design team project. And then I'm going to go ahead and kind of just clean out, organize, and set up my new station. So we want to go 1.25 inches. All right, we only get one shot at this. Please be right. Oh, we're gonna have to clean that off. That's one of those things I don't really like about this chomper, is that it gets a little mucky at the end. So yes, as we speak, Gracie is sewing her little heart out. And I think we'll have to do a handheld video to show you everything she's been working on. But that one, oops. Sorry, guys. Oh my goodness. If you only knew what just happened, you guys would be laughing. Okay, so I think that's good. But here's the other thing, is that we've got to kind of bend it, right? To get it to, without cracking anything. Got to kind of roll it in a little, I think. So while I'm doing that, how was everybody's Christmases? Was it good? Let me know in the comments. The Farrago house had a stellar Christmas. It was like full of just beautifulness. Like, you know, the season just really brought out the best in everybody, I thought. And, yeah, we just had a really nice, relaxing Christmas. Bo worked a couple hours on Christmas Day, but we got together with my dad's family, or that side of the family, on Christmas Eve. Yeah. I know that kind of, it'll all like smooth out, but I want it a little bit rounded so that it's not so hard to stick down. Okay, so if you're doing these painted things, canvas, everything, like if you're kind of following along, when you're doing it, you still want to get it close to the edges here. But what happened is I got it too close to the edge and it seeped out. And instead of rubbing this direction, I rubbed down. And so then the glue went on top of it and kind of just did that. So we will not do that this time, or try not to do that. So yeah, back to everybody's Christmases. I hope everybody had a splendid day. You know, Gracie and I are pretty sad to see it go. And one thing I did decide to do this year is because Christmas is my favorite holiday, next to Halloween. I do like Halloween. But I think so that I'm not feeling in December like I don't have my stuff done, because I started my Christmas crafts like way back in September. So I think this next year I'm going to do a little bit of Christmas craft every month, like one little project, and I'll film it for everybody. Just like some different ideas, like I'll do like a series on tags. I'll do a series on, or not series, but like a video. Just so that I don't feel like I have to put away all my Christmas stuff all at once. Like, you know, I'll make like one video will be, on, oh, that doesn't quite line up. Just wondering if I can go a little bit taller, since I'm going to go ahead and put the silver on. What I'm trying to do here is kind of match a little bit on where they are on the book. And it's not going to be perfect because we've cut it apart and stuff like that. And I think this little random house thing will be okay. I think I'll just paint over it. I think that's what we'll do. Okay, and I am going to take my bone folder in here in just a second. Maybe if I can find a bone folder. Yeah, that's a big chore, just trying to make sure you don't get Fabri-Tac back onto your design. And I have been sick off and on for like a week and a half again. I'm like, what gives? I think I was so stressed out about everything. Like, we finally did get the closing done, which, hallelujah. It's finally done. And then we finally did get my trade-in done. So I do have a new vehicle, so that was fun. That was a good Merry Christmas for me. Of course, I'll own this vehicle for like the next 40 years, you know. It is kind of a dream vehicle for me. So yeah, we went ahead and did it. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. Okay, so we'll let that set a second, but we can work on the front here. Because, oh, I was going to tell you too, I was almost thinking that this needed to become almost like a boho type. And it may still, with the colors. And I know I never showed you what Gracie quilted over the summer, but the scraps are kind of boho-ish, but they would blend really nice with this whole thing. So we may choose to do some of that. Like, I'm thinking like card toppers, because I really think, because Tuesday sent me this stuff. I know the video was last week, and I think it's going to look beautiful as a closure here. So I think that's what this closure is going to be. I hope I'm not shaking you too bad, but all right, so we're going to try this, because I think we're going to paint the top of the pages too with some metallic colors, I think, to kind of blend everything in. All right, so let's see. Let's go. Easy does it, right? We're going to kind of bring it in like this. And I use a makeup sponge. I have found with these books that they do work really nicely. So, and I'm going to come up on the picture a little bit in some of the areas, kind of framing it out a little. We'll see how the stippling kind of works. I'm kind of going for kind of like an airbrushy type. Not entirely, but kind of. And I don't want a definitive line in the paint. You know, so I kind of do want it a little, I don't want to say wobbly, but yeah, a little wobbly. There we go. That's kind of the look I'm going for. Something that kind of covers those little mistakes, but yet looks intentional. Yeah, okay, I like that. I'm liking it, loving it, loving it. Okay, another thing we're going to have to kind of decide on too is, do we leave this black indentation of the book in there? And that I haven't decided yet. We're just going to kind of let the book take us where it takes us. So if it takes us down into that crease, then we'll go with it, but if not, oh, and I'm probably out of frame, aren't I? Okay, here we go. And then also, like right up here at the top, it also got a little messy. So we just cover it up by bringing that silver paint in a little bit. Then it all looks intentional. I do believe I'm liking that, guys. So anyways, I was saying I thought it might take on kind of a boho thing, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Wherever this book leads us is where we're going to go. I think it's one of those ones you can't really plan it. It's just going to happen. Okay. Mistakes covered. All right. Beautiful. All right. Let's see if we can kind of do this one. Wondering how much I got on the... Oh, it doesn't look like I got anything. Okay. I was looking to see if I got any on the inside of that, but I don't think that I did. So maybe we can stand this up. Kind of pull it to one side maybe. You guys still see it? I think I'm going to have to kind of hold it up so you guys can see it. I'll just go around this one too so it all looks intentional. All right, now that we have that, what do we think? Should we leave the black right there? I don't know. I don't know if I like that or not. I'm going to go ahead and fill it in, I think. I'm getting really quiet today. Sorry, guys. It's a product of not talking for a week, right? All right, now I don't know if you can see it, but I can see like black through here, so I'm gonna go ahead and do, and I might need to get a paintbrush for that to get up underneath that a little bit. Yeah, I kind of like that. It kind of almost looks antiqued a little bit, where you can kind of maybe see a little bit of black through there in some of the areas, but it's not black in your face. I think I'm liking that. And I know I just said I'm going to, the pages here on the very tips, I'm going to take paint in through there and make it more like purples and then blues. And then I'll do silver on the tips here, I think. So yeah. Okay, I'm going to do the ends here. Oh, gosh, I bet you I'm jostling you guys like crazy, huh? Oh, let me uncross the legs. All right. If I pick that up, it's not so jostly. Who knew you'd need your motion sickness pills today, huh? Okay, let's do the tip here. The tippy top. Okay, now this front's dry enough, I can lay it down here. I'm gonna go ahead and slip this one in here, just in case we get a little crazy. Okay. Oh wow, I am really liking how this is turning out. Sorry I'm extra quiet today. Painting kind of does that to you, I think. You could just get into one of those relaxing modes and then you forget that you're supposed to be talking. And I think the other thing I like about this is that the silver is putting a gloss to it, and it just looked incomplete in my, you know, like I am one of those, like if some of it's glossy, it's all going to be glossy. I'm not one of those that can do the different like I can do different textures, but I can't do different texture or sheens, I guess would be the word. Like I said, if it's all colored, then it, or all shiny, it's all either got to be all shiny or all matte. I can't do the different the differences. Oh boy. Quiet as me. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh, and of course I put it on the table, not on the mat, right? Okay. And I think I need to add a little more glue right there. Let's try. There we go. Okay. I think that will look good once it's dry. Let's cap that back off and then we'll look at the cover. Yeah, okay, I like that we didn't get any paint on the inside covers. That's good. Right. Yep. None to speak of. All right, so there we go, guys. That is going to complete the cover. I like how that turned out now. So I will look to see how long this video is, and maybe we splice together the where I take the colors across the top of the page. Yeah, well, like I said, I'll just see how long it is. Yeah. All right, so we might see you again in this video series. If not, it'll be the next one. All right, talk to you soon, guys. Bye. All right, guys, I am back a little bit, and I don't actually have a metallic blue, so we're just gonna do purple and silver. So, and I'm just going to, I don't have my little paint trays handy at the moment, and I don't feel like running and grabbing them, so I'm just gonna do that on these little mats. I think it's about time for me to go to the dollar store and get a couple more. All right, so I'm gonna peel this back, and we're gonna try to hold these together, and I'm just using the same one I used with the silver one. And we're just gonna touch purple in here, maybe. Maybe we'll have to use the other half here. Sometimes those sponges like to dry out pretty quickly. All right, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing and it's not right in your eyes. So I'm just touching the top of the pages. Okay. And you know what I just realized? I thought, okay, so I was telling you before, Amy over at Crafty Cat has some really great videos on altered books. And this is actually one of the type of books she said to stay away from. But so far it seems okay. See how the spine comes away from this major part here? It held together all right, but I will try to avoid those in future. Okay, now doesn't seem to be going on very well, does it? And I honestly, I don't care if it comes down on the pages just a little bit. I'll have to wait until I get out a little further here. Like I'm okay with that is what I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm okay if it comes down just a little bit onto the book pages. I'm all right with that. Hope I don't get my head in frame here, but I kind of need to pull it a little closer to me so I can see what I'm doing here. Okay. All right. And individually, you can kind of just tell that it's at the top a little bit, and it does bleed a little bit over into the pages. Like I said, I'm good with that. All right. Oh. Yeah, we're good and dry. Okay. Now I think this part's going to be a little bit different because see how they're all, it's not all the same height, I guess is the word I'm looking for here. So we'll just have to kind of go slow. Just go on the top here. Making kind of pretty colors on my sponge. And it's kind of turning the paint kind of like a rose color. I think it's looking pretty. I'm just kind of going in here and just making sure that we got enough on the edges, on the inside pages. Oh, and this metallic paint is just folk art metallic amethyst, and I got that at Walmart. I think the metallics are a little bit more expensive. Probably, I think I paid like $2.50 for that bottle. Yeah, okay, I'm liking that. Okay. And I think I'm going to go ahead and keep going with the purple. Because then well, I don't know. We'll put on the purple and then we'll just see. Maybe we like the other one better. The silver to cover it a little bit better. Or maybe it'll be like a nice blend of the two. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, this book is just going to kind of lead us where it wants to go. Actually, this paper, I'll clean that up later. There I have one little piece of paper that's a little bit too long. I meant to clean that up before, but it's been a while since I touched this pretty book. Okay. All right. You know what though? I think that's it though. I like the purple edges. I like it. I like the way it blends. I like the way it looks. And I don't know, we may come back and touch up black, silver around here. I'm not sure. Okay. So that's, oh, look, a little bit there. That's all right. We might do a little bit of silver, like kind of round out the edges here a little bit. I don't know. Should we not? Should we not? I don't know. When in doubt, leave it, right? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and let all these pages dry, open, get that paint good and dry. And then I think the next video, we're going to go ahead and put ephemera in there. And I've started a few little pieces, but nothing major. So, and I've got a couple ideas of what I want to put in. So yep, I will be back in a bit. Bye guys.